When it comes to cheap beer, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a beer that is going to get me fortified at a cheap cost, and also something that I'm going to be able to share with friends. A 30 rack goes a long way towards having a social gathering rather than just a 6-pack of nice beer.
My name is Max Goodrich, and I'm a junior at Lake Forest College.
My name is Stephen Bromfield, and I'm a junior at Lake Forest College.
What's going on? Justin, I'm a junior.
Hi, my name is Kevin Flynn. I go to Lake Forest College. I'm a junior. I'm 21.
I'm Ryan Goodwin. I'm a junior at Lake Forest College.
Jake O'Brien, senior, 21. Yeah. Freshman year, you can't buy booze legally, and you have to do it with more people. So it's just a huge process. You have to get other people to throw down money usually, and find someone who with a car and someone who's 21. So usually it's an entire endeavor, and you try to just get quantity and for the cheapest price.
I mean, around here it's usually Pabst or Natty Light or Busch Light. I mean, you'll find Budweiser and Bud Light once in a while.
My friends normally drink Budweiser or Bud Light, I'd say. I don't know, they buy a lot of PBRs too.
That's kind of mixed. It's mostly like a lot of my friends drink Ice House. If we're choosing cheap beers, a lot of them drink PBR, and then like some drink like Natty Ice too. They're still on that.
I don't think I will stop buying shitty beer. Sometimes the more expensive beers have very loud flavors, and sometimes relaxing to have something a little more smooth, which a lot of shitty beer is.
I definitely first started drinking shitty beer because it tasted kind of like water. It was really easy to drink, and you could drink it and have a good time.
9 times out of 10, I usually end up buying something cheap like Busch, Ice House, or Natty Ice.
My go-to shitty beer is PBR. I don't think I like foamy beer necessarily, but yeah, sure. Frothy, I'd say.
My favorite beer of like the cheap beers would have to be Ice House. You can drink a lot of them, and they taste like pretty good, and you still have like 5.5%.
My favorite crappy beer is probably PBR. It's very easy to drink, it's not filling, it's crisp, it's refreshing, and it has a pretty mild taste that is not either like really, really gross and shitty, and it's not overly stimulating.
My favorite cheap beer is Natty Ice, natural ice. It's an acquired taste, definitely.
If I want to buy a 30 rack, I'll probably go with some Busch Light. You get a little heavier taste than if you get like a Natty Light or a Coors Light or something like that.
My favorite beer, cheap beer to get, is probably Tecate, because in Mexico I had my first Tecate ever. I wasn't supposed to. We like snuck away from our group and had one. It was just real good and imported, so I thought it'd be like kind of expensive, but after I came back and turned 21 I realized it wasn't, so started messing with it on a more regular basis. Yeah.
Well, like Busch and Keystone, I don't think they taste the same to me. Just really like watered down and bad.
My least favorite beer is Ice House, and that's because it has a very skunky taste.
My least favorite beer is easily the High Life, Miller High Life. It's just got this flat, frothy pancake batter thing going on, and it foams up way more than the accepted amount, and I really just hate it.
My least favorite beer is Miller High Life. The reason why is because usually when you open it and you take 2 sips, it turns straight to foam, and that doesn't taste good, and then even when you do manage to drink some of the beer, it has a pretty shitty flavor on its own, so it's not the High Life at all.
Miller High Life, they claim that they're the champagne of beer, and it's complete opposite. I think it tastes pretty awful. It's bitter, and for being a heavy beer, it's not so heavy.
I'm not a big fan of High Life. I don't like High Life. The aftertaste is like acidic almost, and it just like it tastes. It's all in the aftertaste because the beer like itself, like the actual liquid, isn't like bad tasting. But then as soon as you swallow it, it just like coats your mouth with this awful like it was like some like chemical in my can taste, and it was just it's not a good beer.
This is the Shitty Beer Taste Challenge. As you can see, we have 7 cups arranged here, and in a little bit these will be filled with 7 different cheap beers. We've got Keystone Light, Pabst Blue Ribbon, Miller High Life, Ice House, Busch Light, Natural Ice, and Tecate. Tecate is kind of an interesting one in there because it's a little bit higher of a tier than all the rest of them. It's sort of in your Budweiser Coors category, and so we're going to arrange these, and I'm not going to know what they are, in the numbered cups, and then we're going to taste them and see how it goes. So, just to give you some information, my top 2 favorite of what I just listed are Tecate and Natural Ice. Without further ado, we're just going to jump in with cup number 3. My first and best guess is that cup number 6 is the Tecate. I believe that the Natty Ice was in cup number 4.
My favorite beers on the list are Tecate and Pabst, and my least favorite are Busch Light and Natural Ice. So I say this is number 2. Yeah, dude, I'm having a tough time right now. Yeah. I think number 1 is the High Life. Yeah, use the water. Yeah, I'm gonna say 1 is the High Life, I think. Oh, it would be so bad. Alright, let's try this again. It's number 4, the High Life. The Ice House.
My 2 favorite beers out of this mix are probably Tecate and Ice House, and my 2 least favorite are Keystone Light and Miller High Life. Okay, I'm going to start with number 4. I think number 1 is Tecate. Awesome. Let me see. Number 2 is Keystone?
Number 2 is Ice House.
Really? Okay, wow. 5 is Keystone. I really did it, didn't I?
Favorite 2 out of these are Tecate and Pabst. And I'm going to go ahead and start off with number 3.
You just keep moving
Tecate.
on.
Miller High Life. And number 7 is awful. 7 is I don't even know. Pabst? No. Keystone Light? What did I say? Busch Light? Miller High Life? Yeah. That's it.
My 2 favorite beers on the list are Tecate and Keystone, and my least favorite are Natty Ice and High Life. High Life sucks. Alright. Let's start with number 3 here. I don't know. I liked 5 a little bit. 5 is pretty decent. 6 was alright. Kind of like, mediocre. Yeah.
5 is Busch Light, 6 is Natty Ice.
Fuck that place. Yeah, that's the Tecate. I just drank a bunch of the Tecate. Like in my room, I can't believe I didn't get that.